When Paul the Apostle was executed in the 1st century AD in Rome, his followers built a shrine over his grave. Paul was beheaded between 65 and 67 AD. In 324 AD, a small church was consecrated on the same ground. Founded by the Roman Emperor Constantine I over the burial place of St. Paul, the Emperor Theodosius I began erecting a much larger and more beautiful basilica in 590-604 AD. Pope St. Gregory the Great was extensively modified. The Basilica of St. Paul, without the walls, is the second largest church in Rome and is within Italian territory and not the territory of the Vatican City State. In 1823 AD, a massive fire set off by the negligence of a workman repairing the roof almost destroyed the entire basilica. Pope Leo VIII had the arduous task of the restoration of the church. Few parts of the medieval basilica remain intact today. The sensation of huge spaces and the greatness of the interior and of other great ancient basilicas of the world comes from the symmetrical portions of the 4 rows of 20 columns of white marble and also from the reflection of the floor. These columns separate the central nave from its aisles. Attractive alternating paving stones of green marble and red granite are particularly beautiful. In between the windows, bordered by Corinthian architecture, are 36 frescoes which represent diverse episodes in the life of Pius IX in the year 1857. In the central part of the luxuriant ceiling, the coat of arms of the popes can be seen. Pope Innocent III, 1198 through 1216, ordered the creation of the large mosaic in the apse, which is 24 meters wide and 12 meters long. The mosaic is rich in precious gold and brilliantly colored stones. Christ is flanked by the apostles Peter, Paul, Andre, and Luke. It was created by Venetian artists There is a Gothic baldacchino which is located above the papal altar and the tomb of St. Paul. The statues of St. Peter and St. Paul are in the marble basements. The 4 evangelists are also depicted. The circular paintings of the 267 popes, starting with St. Peter, are depicted and they are unique. One of the most interesting treasures that escaped the disastrous fire of 1823 is the 5.5 meter tall candle stand created around 1170 by Niccolo d'Angelo and Pietro Vasiletto. It is decorated with carvings that represent scenes from the Bible. There is a very beautiful chapel of relics in the basilica. The chain attached to the Apostle Paul, which was also attached to the Roman soldier who guarded him in prison, is the most precious among the relics and sacred objects on display in this chapel. The cloister is one of the few parts of the basilica which survived the fire. The exterior of the basilica has quadriportico, 70 meters long, and is composed of 150 columns and was planned by Poletti and colluded by Caldrellini. A colossal statue of St. Paul stands at the very center of the atrium and was sculptured by Giuseppe Obici. There are 3 main doors. On May 31st, 2005, Pope Benedict XVI ordered the Basilica to come under the control of an archpriest. St. Paul's Basilica contains a wealth of Paleo-Christian, Byzantine, as well as other exquisite Gothic treasures. In the grounds of the Basilica's exterior is a marble tombstone, which bears a simple Latin inscription, Paul Apostolo Mart, which means Apostle Paul the Martyr.